Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial, guys, I'm going to show you to record an exercise on your iPhone. All right, so this is iPhone 17 Pro Max, applies to any iPhone, especially if you have the latest update. So let's go. So for example, if you want to log your health journey, you can actually do that with your iPhone by itself. If you happen to have, not necessary, but if you have a Apple Watch, it can also keep track much easier without you have to worry about the phone. But of course, each works by itself and they can work individually as they share the same data. All right, so I'm going to show you today how to log your exercise. So let's say, for example, you're exercising. That includes workout at home, that includes treadmill, bicycle, you name it, whatever type of exercise you're doing. Or of course, if you're going outside to jog, of course, if you want to do in terms of any form of exercise, especially to take a run or a walk, you can do both indoor, outdoor. It doesn't really matter. It can be logged on your device. All right, so let's show you to do that. So first, you're going to search for the fitness app. It's called Fitness. You can actually search if you're not able to find it. It's part of the apps that come on your device. So go ahead and search Fitness or go to Fitness itself when you have found the app. So as soon as you launch Fitness, you'll see your overall summary. This accounts for the days in terms of your goals. And of course, in terms of overall fitness, you can find the information here. Now to do a workout, you can actually do it from here. You can tap on workout down here. So go ahead, the summary is here. So go to workout. And of course, if it's not set up, you can go ahead and say, go ahead and check continue in terms of workout, and you'll see the options here for your workout. All right. So there's all sort of workouts and they're all identified here. And I can tell you it's very detailed, and of course it will log the activity. All right. Another way to get here would be, other than to go to the workout there, the same can be done on your Apple Watch, but of course I can do that in a separate tutorial as the apps are separate. The apps are actually separate. You have both on, you can log your workout on your watch. You can actually log your workout on your watch right there. And of course, the fitness app is there. That's just a bonus. All right, so let's go back in. So you can do various things, and it's the same on the watch, but of course, you're sticking to the phone today. So you can actually see the watch right here in the upper right. So that's a companion in case you're thinking of getting the watch. All right, especially if you're running, you may not want to carry the phone, but the phone is capable of doing it just the same as the watch. All right, so you can say you're going on an indoor walk. You can hit the button there. And of course, once you do, it will start logging the walk by counting your steps. You can do an outdoor run. You can do an outdoor walk. You can do an indoor run. That's a treadmill. You can do a cycle in terms of your bicycle. And of course, you can do indoor cycle. You can do pool swim. And of course, this one is more regulated to the watch because of course you do not want to really bring the watch, bring the, it's not convenient to have the phone while swimming, but of course the watch is actually waterproof, so you can actually go swimming with it in terms of the rated depth and of course the ratings. But make sure that you check out the information on the watch before you actually use the watch or enter in the water. So you have the indoor cycle, you have pool swim, as you were saying, open water swim, and that includes ocean or a fresh body of water like a lake. There's hiking, of course, that will account for elevation and so on. There's elliptical, and of course there's the stair stepper that you can actually use. There's indoor rowing. There's high intensity interval training, kickboxing, you name it's all here. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm going to show you there's Pilates, there's dance, there's Tai Chi, and there's actually your cool down time as well that you can actually log. And you can do a plus to add additional stuff there, but these are the main ones. All right, so go ahead when you're ready. And of course, go ahead and hit the play button right there. You can customize the settings here as well. And you can do your workouts. So you can log them. And of course, if you go back to the summary on your phone, you'll notice that everything is logged. For example, here it will tell you what type of workout. So let's say, for example, today I did an indoor walk versus on a treadmill, or that's just an example. Or maybe you can actually see where if you went for an outdoor walk, it will be logged. If you went for anything else, it will be logged here as long as you go ahead and click. Do note as well, it can automatically detect when you're doing an exercise, but it's not reliable. So the best way is to actually go to workout and actually go in and launch it. All right. And if you do any of these on the watch, it will automatically sync back and forth. So in other words, if I started with my phone, it will sync here or sync over here. So it's all on the app and it's stored right in Fitness. Hope that was helpful, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye.